How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Need for Speed Undercover. And it's pretty wild how the intro of the game tells you, like, you know, which path will you take, which lines will you cross, as if you had any choice. Because it's not that that you can do anything about it. Well, here it says it right there, transporter should be the next main mission to do. Like they call it shove, but I'd rather warm up with something more normal, if you don't mind. So I'm just gonna do this sprint race, for example, because yeah, I mean, will be a little bit too much to go for a shove straight up. Now the cars in this part of the town don't seem to be very different, right? And the Lotus really seems to be an extremely good car all around. Like, I'm not sure if the Dodge Charger is really shit, or if this Lotus is just way too good for being a starter car. Because it could be either one. Well, it could also be both at the same time. It's quite crazy how this Lotus is... Like, this acceleration even feels like it's bugged. Like, it doesn't behave properly, but no, it's not bugged. It's simply this car is that good, you know? Yeah. Well, in fact, I think that's the main reason why there is such a big difference between me and my opponents. I'm starting to suspect that the AI might not be that bad, but rather it's just that this car is that good. It might just be, I don't know. But it's wild because it's a car without a single upgrade that supposedly belongs to the lowest tier. That, yeah. I don't know, you get at the beginning of the game as well, so... It's like there's something that does not add up. But hey, it's fine. I guess sometimes you get lucky and you pick a top tier car. And it really makes me wonder, if I actually install upgrades on this thing, will it perform like a tier 2 car or something? Because it's pretty clear it performs better than the higher tier, like the tier 3, the immediately higher tier. So I feel like it could perform better than the other tiers as well. Not to mention dominating these events with this ease. I don't think it's supposed to be normal either. It is what it is. The point is that it's the car that you need to beat everything. Though it is true that... Wow, nice. I was gonna say that in these events, this car might not perform very well because top speed is more relevant, but not very relevant when your opponent crashes against a traffic car, I guess. Yeah, pretty good. Well, it's, I guess, less relevant on this one and more relevant in the highway battle, or whatever it's called, basically. In that one, top speed is definitely the most important stat. And well, yeah, this one will struggle getting those, but it's fine. I mean, it's the only event type that it will struggle with. Everything else seems like this is the best option you have. So where even is my opponent? Oh, there you are. That's the thing. This car is so busted that a lot of times I don't even know where my opponent is. Okay. We can do circuit, yeah. I mean, I don't mind doing as many events as possible. Wait, how many opponents are this? Oh, never mind, it's 8, it's just that those guys in the background are just decoration. Well, those guys are not there anymore, but yeah, that's how much decoration they were. Honestly, the way this car behaves feels like it's a Formula car. Like, I'm actually driving a Formula car disguised as a sports car. Well, to be fair, Lotus has made like one of the most popular Formula 1 cars in history. the one that Ayrton Senna used to drive. So hey, the relation is there. It really feels that it is unlike any other car in the game. Or, well, obviously I haven't used all of them, but the ones that I used in those missions that you're kind of supposed to steal the car and bring it back to a deposit, those cars, for what little I remember, were not as nimble as this car. Now here there's one opponent that wants some battle. I think it's the Mustang. Was it the Mustang? Well, I wouldn't be able to know unless he gets closer, but the only way these guys can get closer is in a straight line like this. The moment a corner comes up, no. If anything, something like this makes me even more mad about the fact that I got a strike from getting captured. And this game doesn't seem to have any way to get rid of strikes or to increase the amount of strikes you can take, which is a little bit annoying, because so far the pink slips have only been to get cars. So if you wanna remove strikes or even assuming your car gets in code, being able to recover it, there doesn't seem to be a way. Though, I mean, I still don't know how it works. Maybe if a car gets encoded, you can pay a price to get it back. It's possible. Just that you already get pay a price for getting captured in the first place, so not sure how it works. I do hope they completely remove the encoded shit for, you know, other games. Wow, that was weird. The advantage that you get from corners is so big that the straights where they are faster do not matter whatsoever, because it's just so superior in corners that the lack of top speed is irrelevant, at least in tracks like this, obviously. Oh, and this one I actually didn't dominate. Well, will you look at that? Actually pretty far from domination on that one. Oh well. I could try doing the shop now, I guess, by the way. This one. It's a transporter shop, so does that mean that I need to grab a car and do the same thing? No, but it was called different, right? It wasn't called transport. I need to drive someone to some place? Maybe? I already hear the police. Okay, and I'm already seeing that that's not my car. Wait, which one is my car here? This one? Another Audi? Okay. Well, despite...
Listen up. I've got something I want you to pick up and transport. Needs to be there in record time. Late isn't an option.
Okay. Well, that will depend on the police harassing me or not, you know? Because I have no problem on getting there pretty fast, but if the police decides to be annoying, there's not much I can do about it. So why is the game trying to make me hurry? Come on, dude. I'm driving well. Well, you can see a very big difference with cars like this simply by looking at the speed they reach. This thing casually reaches 290 well, even 300 kilometers per hour. But that's because we are driving on a highway. There's barely any corners to worry about, so even if the acceleration of the handling are bad, it wouldn't matter. Wait, how do you want me to?
You don't have much time, pretty boy.
Shut up. Blame the GPS. And that asshole too. Am I even going the right way? Notice that this GPS updates, like, it takes so long to properly update, right? Just a little bit weird. Well, I should be able to make it though. Or will I? Because it's hard to tell if I'm close or not. Like, without actually looking at the full map. Which I could, but...
Step on it.
Hey, what's the hurry? Like, am I transporting, like, food that's gonna spoil if I'm not fast enough?
High gear, we don't have much time.
Shut up, I'm here. Come on, bring in the woods. Okay, happy now?
Timeline is tight. Make it and I might have some more work for you.
Gee, I don't understand, like, am I delivering a pizza?
Go fast.
And like, if it gets cold, they have to return the money or some shit. So what do you mean pick up the pace? I don't have a nitro. How do you want me to pick up the pace? Not like I was crashing against the traffic either, so... Not sure what you're trying to make me do.
Hold on, baby. I don't know if you're gonna make it.
Well, with that attitude, I'm certainly not gonna make it. Him, are you this negative all the time? Come on. Can't believe that I'm being a delivery boy.
I'm
You know,
looking at the clock. You almost there? People are getting impatient. You better be just around the corner.
what, are they hungry? Him. I mean, it's not my fault that they get impatient. They decided to get impatient, you know?
Put it into high gear. We don't have much time.
But it's for a high gear? Now I'm 5. Is that a high gear too?
Okay, you know. You can be my pet anytime.
You can be my pet anytime?
Looks like they're taking an
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Keep an eye out for leads into the smuggling operation.
Wait, what? Cop takeout? Is that the show or is that a random event? Where the hell am I? Oh, like on the other side. Is there... Wait, hold up. Well, according to this, there is no available shop. I mean, all the green ones are the ones I already did. So, no, I basically need to keep doing regular events. Okay, well, let's get to that. Well, yeah, the one that it pointed out is this cop takeout. I hate those events so much. Well, this is a master event of checkpoint. I wonder if the Lotus will be able to clear it. Because if it's a checkpoint event that makes you go through the highway, there is no way I can complete it. It will all depend on that. That Audi that I used in that previous mission actually did pretty well. It's just that it's hard to tell how good it is when you need to brake more, because it was mostly in a highway, but the traffic is always so annoying. I still don't really understand the point of slowing down the time. Like, in Most Wanted it didn't seem to make much sense, which is when it got introduced, and it still doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Like, at least in Most Wanted, having those bullshit drag race events at least gave it a use in some way, even though it obviously wasn't necessary. But with the drag events being as cancerous as they were, at least it was a way of making them less cancerous. But in a game like this, I really don't see the point. It seems like there are gonna be a lot of very long straight, so it's possible that this Lotus is gonna fall behind. It's fine. Oh, by the way, about the music on this game, well, as expected, it's obviously quite copyrighted. It also, some of the songs block the video yet again in Russia and Belarus. But yeah, what can you do? I guess anytime that there is music that sounds popular enough, there's inevitably gonna be a copyright claim that's gonna block the video in Russia. At this point, it's pretty much a certainty. Yeah, as I say, I don't really have Russian viewers anyways, but Belarus even less, so I don't think it matters. Not to mention that eventually they will remove that restriction anyway, so it's one of those things that makes you wonder, right? Because right now, that seems to be the active war that these people pay attention to. What if there come more wars, right? Like, are they gonna keep blocking countries? That's pretty shitty. I mean, wars are shitty, but it's even shittier that these pieces of shit try to take a moral high ground when there is none. I am very sure you are you know, helping someone win a war by making normal people not be able to listen to music. I'm sure that will work. I'm sure you are making a change. Well, you are making a change just for the worst. But yeah, it's a game. It is what it is. Will this be a domination, I wonder, considering that in a track like this there could have... Oh, there was then. Weird considering how many straights this thing had. Hey, I won't complain. Damn, you really want me to do the cop takeout? Fine, I will. Hey, I hate this shit. You know, actually I was thinking today about how this game compares to Most Wanted and shit. But I think that I'm more... I mean, that's a good question, but... One thing that I know for sure is that this game is certainly a step backwards if you compare it to Carbon. With Most Wanted, I'm still not sure. I will have to play it obviously until the end to see what I decide, but it's certainly a step backwards with Carbon, and the main reason is because Carbon, at least for the career mode, had these pursuits be completely optional. Well, the pursuits themselves were not optional, but what was optional is the milestones, right? Like, the milestones were essentially something that unlock new stuff, and that's it. But here they are formal events that you need to beat in order to progress, and that's just so annoying. So where do we go, Mr. Police? Well, if you do that, we're not gonna go anywhere. Okay, come on, follow me. Yeah, there you are. Come on. Follow me. Not sure where we're going, by the way, so this might not be a good place to... Oh, there is... Oh, two more? Okay. Well, the problem is that I don't really care how many of you there are. I care more... Oh, yeah, that... Ah, but it's on the other... Okay, never mind. There's one on this side, too. Alright, that's enough. And now I need to escape. Which is gonna be easy, because I'm alone, pretty much. Yeah, shame that we are not close to any hideout, but essentially... If the timeout period... I mean, the cooldown period is... it should be done. No problem. Alright, well, at least that was... Oh, you know, a random officer spawned out of nowhere. Okay. Nice. Cool. Tri-City Tournament. Wait, oh, that's the one you want me to do? Okay. Well, let's do it. Oh, cutscene.
Keep your eyes open, this crew won't be hard to spot. Stolen dock cars. One of these cars is of particular importance to the Bureau. It's clear that Hector and his team did not have this car. G-Mac's team has a history of criminal activity, but no one would have thought that they would be bold enough to steal cars from the dock in broad daylight. Maybe we've underestimated them. Find out if they've changed their activity. Oh, and by the way, none of my missions have ever failed, and I intend to keep it that way.
You can't really blame them. I mean, Hector and his crew disappearing just like that? It's not like jail or something. I mean, they're like gone. And you were running with his crew, but you're still in the streets. I'm just telling you, people are talking, especially now that you left Palm Harbor. Well, maybe you should get going. You got something to prove, right?
Wait, so... Apparently that girl doesn't know that I'm an undercover cop despite being on the same crew as Hector. Or is she playing dumb? Like, how do you not know? I mean, I guess the idea of the mission is that you took down everyone before they could spread what happened, but then... Alright, well, I guess we have a very successful... very successful... what's the word? Stealth record, yeah. Like, if these guys weren't able to figure out yet, then I guess we are stealthy enough. Wait, how is this guy called? Shiwu Clan? Like, is this guy a whole clan or what? You have like 10 people in that car driving? Ah, damn it, dude. Alright, go through the middle. That doesn't seem really that much faster. Okay, go to the left. That one is faster. Okay. That's a weird thing. Shiwu Clan is the name of an opponent, of a single opponent. Alright. Well, I mean, maybe it's not 10 in a single car, maybe it's 4 people in that car. And they are a clan. I mean, clan... That doesn't sound like a name in any language I know. Well, not like I'm ultra knowledgeable about international names, but I have never seen a name being clan. I did see the name Wu, like I think that's supposed to be a Chinese name, but clan? I don't think that's a name. I hate the traffic so much. Also, this is a pretty, well, not that long, but it's a relatively long race. 2 minutes. Well, I mean, it's just 2 laps. It's not that bad, I guess. I wonder if the next time that I get a pink slip from one of these events, if the car that I get will actually be superior to the one I have, because that will be the logical thing, but that Dodge Charger kinda made me lose faith in pink slips now. If you can get a worse car just like that, it's a little bit dangerous. Though having a better car will make these already easy events even easier. So unless these opponents are purposely slower because they know I'm driving a tier 4 car, I don't have any reason to drive a faster one. Like I don't. And the topic about dominating events, I don't think I really care too much about that. Now, I gotta say that probably one of the things that tick me off the most about this game is why is the license plate not something that spells Undercover? Like, why is this game attributing itself the name of Need for Speed? Not to mention that later on there is an actual game that releases with that name, like just Need for Speed. There wasn't domination here. The whole thing about domination feels weird. Like, you essentially... Oh, hold up.
Where are they? Give them up. First time hurts the most. Thank you. Oh, yes. Nickel. Yeah. Give it up.
What? Can't be serious, man. Not to that dude.
Freddie Nickel Rogers, former boxer, or should I say punching bag. Rap sheet as long as his reach. 5-year stretch in the pen earned him the Nickel moniker.
You lost. Losers, give it up. Always.
What, man?
Hey.
I like your anger, man. Let it fuel your racing next time.
You might have heard of Gregory McDonald, known on the streets as G-Mac. Former cop thrown off the force for his brutal and sadistic tactics. He knows how to keep his crew from the cops. Locals haven't been able to touch him. Nothing they'd like better than to free his stranglehold on the Sunset Hills area.
Nice race, pretty boy. I'll be seeing you around.
Rose Largo may look loose and stupid, but she runs G-Mac's day-to-day activities. Definitely one to watch.
Racer boy. Pick anyone you want. Personally, I'd take Nichols.
Those are not supposed to be checks, those are literal pink slips. Just that I didn't expect the pink slips to be so literal. So, well, anything Dodge related, I think I should probably ignore it. So we have the Mustang GT that right now I'm gonna tell you no. The RH7 that I wouldn't mind picking it, but I also already used it in the previous game. You have a Camaro, that one is tempting, I gotta say. Though I probably should pick something with good handling. You also have the Toyota Supra, not a bad choice either. But this one I already know I won't pick it. And then 2 Lancer Evo. Okay. I mean, not really sure. I guess I will pick the Supra. Like, I like the idea of the Chevrolet Camaro, but I think I'd rather go for the Supra. Though, fuck, it's a hard decision because I will pick this car simply because I want to, but I know that this is most likely gonna be like that Dodge Charger that was an absolute piece of shit to drive, while this one is most likely way closer to the Lotus. So fuck, it's a hard decision, but I think I'll go with the Supra. Yeah, I'll go with the Supra. Okay, so this is a black Supra. Let's see if it's better than the Lotus, because we already had the surprise with the Dodge Charger being clearly inferior at the Lotus for absolutely no reason. So let's see how the Supra goes. It already surpassed the top speed of the... Yeah, that was a pretty nice takedown, I gotta say. Well, I know what the guy tried to do. He tried to take the shortcut and I didn't let him, but then when you already know that it's too late, you probably should give up, you know? Also, whose car is this supposed to be? I don't think I care too much anyways. Yeah. Ah, shit. So, let's see. On corners, seems that the handling is quite similar to that of the Lotus, but I'm not sure if the acceleration is... Wait, I just realized I'm third place. I thought that Corvette there was the one that was in first, but no, he's the second place. Don't tell me that I will have to yet again like worry, like basically switch to the Lotus. Do I need to? Alright, hold up. I gotta check. I need to check. Not here though. Garage. Where is garage? Cars. Then garage and then the Lotus. Interestingly enough, except for top speed, stat-wise is better. Well, only in acceleration actually. Okay. So, promise, what was that event that I just did? Because it's not that one that appears there. Is it this one? And maybe it was a master event, which is the reason why it looked harder. Or was it this one? Fuck, I don't know which one it was. I'll go for this one. but I think it wasn't. Well, we will see with the cars, because the cars were different than usual. No, it was this one, actually. As you can tell that the cars are like these ones. Well, including another black Supra. And yeah, the Lamborghini, yeah, this is the one I did. So, if the Lotus can win this, I basically will stick with the Lotus until the end. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Pretty clear that it's the best car in the game. Wow. Yeah, I don't appreciate when these assholes take me down, even though it's accidental. It would be nice if they didn't. Damn, these guys really try their best to be as annoying as physically possible. Holy fuck. No, actually, now that I see this corner, this Lotus is way better at cornering than the Supra, dude. Damn. So here again we have... Well, it's too late. I mean, too early to talk about it properly, but... Yeah, the issue is here. Anytime there is a stray, this thing loses, obviously. But... At the moment you get a corner, like, you gain everything that you lost on the straight. Man, I didn't see that. Like, no one is taking this other path. Well, okay, no. These guys are. Okay. You know, it seems that here I'm simply too slow regardless of what I pick, huh? I do want to see the upgrades for this car. I want to see... Because maybe, you know, in the previous game, Pro Street... Wow. In the previous game, you had cars that change the tier with the upgrades that you use. Yeah, this car is... this race is not gonna be won like this. Alright, so in that case, let me check what upgrades I can use for this. Shop? No, this is to buy cars. Performance. Okay, what do we have here? I don't know if it's a good idea though. What it should be a good idea is at least getting nitros. The fact that that's not a thing that I have yet. So interesting here that only the engine increases top speed, but the rest... Okay, no, this one, drivetrain, increases top speed by a lot. I could upgrade this thing to have all the... No, but I'm just gonna get like nitro. No, don't use Microsoft points. I don't need those. Alright. Let me check if I can actually win that having nitros on my possession. Because it seems like a small change, but it's a crucial mechanic in these games, you know? It's probably not enough, but might as well check. Though I also know how nitros work in this game. Like, is it replenishable? Or is it a one-time use only? Now it's probably replenishable if I had to guess. Not gonna use it yet, I wanna wait until the long stray that comes later. Like around here. Yeah, it seems that it is replenishable. And actually it seems to replenish quite fast. Very fast, in fact. Though, doesn't seem like you can use the nitro to go faster than your top speed. So it seems that nitro is only used for acceleration exclusively. That's also an interesting thing, a little bit weird honestly. That is only for acceleration purposes. In every other Need for Speed game, nitro essentially lets you reach speeds that you couldn't before, but in this game seems to only be to accelerate faster. As if, for example, here I'm at full speed, it doesn't do absolutely anything. Alright, in that case, I'll get the engine. They might keep instinctively going to GPS. I don't want to go to GPS. No, let me go and go for engine and drivetrain, which are the two things that increase top speed. Which is the only thing this thing is lacking. Everything else it's fine. Alright, let's see if that works. Though I probably shouldn't trust the way the stats work, because it already told me that the acceleration of the Dodge Charger was the same as the Lotus, and it has absolutely nothing to do with it. So yeah. Now let's see if that helped or not. Well, yeah, it certainly did. Damn, and now it has a 6th gear. Though it's wild, it really feels like this is like a cheap car or something. Like, the fact that it has this insane acceleration, like, doesn't seem normal. Though, to be... okay, that champ is messed up. Here, to be fair, the opponents are also going distinctively fast. Like, these guys are not... holding back whatsoever. Oh, another... Man, I hate when they do that so much. This race will be hard to win, even with these upgrades. Now the problem is that I'm putting these upgrades just to win this race, but the moment that every other race comes up, it's gonna be even more free than it was before. Like, it was already extremely easy before, now it's gonna be even more extremely easy. So that's messed up. Like, I install upgrades for one race, but then every other race will become so much easier. He took the shortcut this time. Will I be able to win, I wonder? I mean, it doesn't seem like I'm doing a bad job, but it just seems that these guys are extremely fast no matter what. And you can tell at least that the CPU uses the nitro on corner exits. So it's clearly meant to be used as an acceleration aid. The Chevrolet appeared. That, I think it's the Lamborghini, the one in first place, right? Seems to be doing his own thing, like no one can get close to him. Oh, but I will overtake him here for taking the shortcut. Problem is that The final straight, I don't think I have enough speed to... No, never mind, I win. Damn. This Lotus is absolutely crazy. Like, this Lotus is on a different level. As I say, now the problem is that everything else is gonna be way easier than before. I didn't need it to become easier. Oh. Oh, you want wait, a rematch? Did I beat you before? Oh yeah, I did, I actually remember. So, a highway battle here is where the top speed matters, but now my Lotus has a better top speed. Not to mention this girl is using this dog shit classic muscle guard, so... chances are that she's not gonna win.
Stay close to me, baby, if you can.
Wait, follow? Didn't you say it's a highway battle? That's a little bit weird. Well, it doesn't seem like you care too much about me following you. So I guess that stay close to me baby was supposed to be a taunt, cause... if anything, you should be worrying about staying close to me. And that was the... This GPS is very shitty, I gotta tell you. This GPS does not represent very well where you're supposed to go. It's fine. I mean, I'm not asking to have an arrow constantly floating in the air, but like they made the...
You better like my tail, cause that's all you're gonna see.
Yeah, whatever you say. Like the line in the GPS is way too fat, I feel. Well, not just fat, but it also seems inaccurate as well. Like, well, maybe not so much here, but there are some times where you see the line going through the absolute middle, even though there are two lanes. Yeah, and for example, right there.
Whoa, I don't like the look of these guys.
What you mean, save Carmen?
Did you just see that?
No, I didn't. It's fine. You should escape, don't worry about them. What you mean she's getting away? Yeah, that's the point. Oh, I see. So she cannot escape because unless I'm close to her, she is gonna randomly blow up or something, right? Okay. The other guy seems to be pretty far. You know that we can just ignore them, right? Like we don't need to fight them. That seems to be more about you being bloodthirsty than them. Alright, so yeah, we can ignore the other guy then. I guess you won't. So can we just keep driving? Well, actually here, I am intended to stay close to her, though this is going to... yeah. Nice. I'm not sure if I can recover that. I think that we might need to restart this. Wait, she's coming this way. So here... oh, and the other guy is close. Wait, what? He disappeared. No, okay, he didn't disappear. He's right there. Just that it camouflaged behind her arrow. Okay. Fuck. What even is this place? I know I'm losing her, but this place sucks. Okay, let's go. Please let me... there you go. Well, somehow she's not getting hit, so I think she's fine. Yeah, I know I'm losing her, but we're gonna end up failing this shit. Hey, I mean, it makes sense. I blame the GPS being absolute dog shit here, honestly, because the 2 times that I couldn't follow is because the GPS didn't clearly show the path split. Yeah, whatever.
Stay close to me, baby, if you can.
They are basically setting me up with this girl, so like I feel bad about betraying her at the end or some shit. I mean, I don't really care. I felt worse about Samantha in Underground 1. Okay. Damn, that hurt, didn't it? Yeah. Hey, you know that since we are supposed to be so good running away from the cops, couldn't we treat these guys as cops and simply run away from them instead of trying to take them out? I feel like it's a smarter idea, I don't know. Oh wow. That's gonna leave a mark. I can't tell who is who. When you at least... wow. When you at least given her a different identifier? Because having it like that suspicious person icon doesn't do any favors. So this looks like... she's about to go down. I know. Okay, that guy got taken out. Well... yeah. Promise that you're also gonna get hurt, you know? At least it seems that I'm immortal. This is the other guy. The guy that is right in front of me. I mean, they are 2 Letsus. Is that here we cannot really go anywhere? At least Carmen seems to be safe. I don't think I'm dealing any damage by doing this. But I mean, if I do anything else, she's probably gonna go down, so... okay, hold up. I think he's bugged anyway, so... full speed. I did not see that truck before. The guy is bugged and so is Carmen, so it's basically a full speed hit and... well, that wasn't full speed, but it counts. Damn, something that I... to protect and serve, yeah, sure. Well, and now we're gonna get a cutscene.
Who were those guys? They were trying to kill us. I've seen black sedans like those on the wharf at Port Crescent. But... wait, do you think they went after Hector and Zach the same way? Did they kill them?
No.
What the hell's going on? Thank you so much for being here with me. I've been so scared since Hector's been gone.
Well, yeah, you will be thankful when I capture you too, I guess. You see, I'm a cop, I'm a snitch. You're gonna, well, you're gonna reunite with Hector in jail, I guess. But yeah. One thing that is a very clear, what's the word? Trying to look for the right word. Well, a bad thing. That's a very generic thing to say, but like, the combat in this game, as in any Need for Speed game, is trash. And the problem is that that's not that big of an issue if it wasn't for the fact that here the combat is being... like, it's given focus, right? And this thing doesn't have like the combat system that something like Burnout does. So unfortunately, trying to focus on it, you should make the game look bad. Because it's just a game that wasn't made for combat. Because I'm pretty sure that the engine that this game uses, like the graphic engine, right? Like the game engine in general, right? The physics and all of that. Like, it's probably either the same one as Most Wanted or basically has the same base as Most Wanted, right? And Most Wanted was not a game that was designed to combat with other cars. It was designed to be faster than other cars, and that's it. Like, nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, when you actually try to go, like, hitting other cars to take them out, it just basically degrades into the clown fest that event was. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't understand how, being the same company that publishes both games, you couldn't take from Burnout the takedown system it has. The takedown system in Burnout is so good, and yet you cannot replicate it. I understand that here it's more meant to be a 1v1, while Burnout is more of like you versus everyone, right? Like, that's understandable, but I still feel that it will benefit from having that system, at least against the CPU. If you 1v1 another player, well, I don't know, but against the CPU, I feel like it's an absolute minimum to have the same system as Burnout. But it is a simple escape, really. Well, that's gonna be the easiest pursuit event in the game then.
Vehicle's a green sports car. Hold on for details.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's something that I can already effortlessly do. Yeah, of course you can get back. Oh, okay, yeah, let's just make that guy randomly spawn there. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't seem like it matters that I'm here, because you're barely even moving your ass, so... Unless you spawn another car right in front of me, yeah, I'm gonna win easily, because the cop AI is so shit. Though I don't think you can just say that the cop AI is shit. Like, the AI hasn't really gotten better at all since Most Wanted. Investigate the black sedan. Where? I don't see any event here. You want me to investigate it? You want me to read files? That should be your show. These guys want me to do everything myself. Come on, dude. Are you even supposed to be police officers? Feels to me that I'm just being scammed. You are pretending to be the police, but you are not such a thing. Damn it. Well, and the issue here is that since he took that path, yeah, I also think that the inclusion of this mode is a mistake. This mode should have been nothing more than an optional thing where you know, just challenge cars in the open world and nothing else, but it should have never been a formal mode. Not to mention that they want you to stay ahead for 75 seconds. That's a lot, and most of the times it's not even gonna be that close, because the hardest thing is overtaking the opponent after the opponent does like all sorts of unpredictable movements and that he might lose you easily. Once you overtake, you don't need to do much, like you just drive forward, and even making mistakes like that, it doesn't matter because the opponent is... Well, here it's actually approaching pretty quickly. You're still behind me. What the hell? Wait, how did that happen? I feel like I shouldn't have lost that much speed from doing that. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, sometimes if you get lucky, you overtake it way sooner. So if I do this, for example, right? Well, he actually followed me well there. Guess it depends on the path. There are some paths that you take that they cannot follow properly, but that one they didn't have any issues. Wait, I got lied to. That's not a... like I cannot steer to the right. Man, I was looking at the map and it showed that I could go right. Did I miss aim, or I guess it was one of those situations where it was on a different level, I guess, was higher or lower, I don't know. For example, something like that basically takes them out completely. Wonder here if he's gonna try... Okay, he does take that path that is essentially the faster way to reach me, despite the fact that I didn't take that path. Well, here I don't even see it in the minimap anymore, so... I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, it's pretty much a guaranteed victory. Hey, I don't like this event type. The issue is that as much as I like the fact that drag races got replaced, I forget about Carbon. Comparing this to Most Wanted, like, the lack of drag races is a good thing, but if instead you're gonna use those events and well, the police chase events are an equivalent of having the milestone system in Most Wanted, so that doesn't make that much of a difference. I guess in that regard it's kind of like an equal then. So I mean, you essentially have... Yeah, I mean, if you make me pick between drag events and that event type that I just did, I will pick that event type that I just did. Drag events in Most Wanted were extremely shit. So yeah, I guess in that regard I still think that I don't really have a case to prefer Most Wanted over this game. Well, one thing that is for sure though is that I think they toned down the visual customization. You cannot really make the car have so much stuff as Most Wanted allowed. So I guess that's something. So far I really feel like it's very close. Well, no, actually I should remember something. Yeah, like the events that are about combating other racers, that's also, I feel, something that takes away points from this game. So I think that in that regard, that will tip the way towards Most Wanted for now. Because essentially the bad things about Most Wanted, with the exception of drag events, are also all in this game. Like, you basically have the AI being very bad, the police chases being annoying as shit, and also, well, technically they might not be mandatory, since it's possible that you can simply progress in the game without doing a single police event, actually. Except for, I guess, whichever ones are the mandatory ones, but they don't seem to be that many. So I guess in that regard, this one does it better than Most Wanted, but I don't know, I still don't know what to think. I mean, obviously they are extremely similar games, because this is essentially Most Wanted 3, with Carbon being Most Wanted 2. So, for the most part, there are lots of similarities. So yeah, I think that until the game is over, I won't be able to choose one over the other. That for the time being, they are both very similar. I mean, I do see why people would prefer Most Wanted, because the concept of having a 15 blacklist and that every opponent is like its own thing and they get presented and all of that shit, that's pretty cool. But at least looking at it through gameplay, I guess it's just very similar. Though I guess so far I gotta say that the AI in this game is significantly worse. I don't know if significantly, but I remember struggling more with Most Wanted by now. And here the only event that I struggle with, that, I mean, race event, right? Like racing against the AI, are the master events. It would be nice if actually every event had that master event difficulty. But since those are the minority, I'm not sure if I can really count them like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, man, a sad driver like you needs all the help he can get. Take that thing up to Sunset Hills and get some work done.
Nah, I'm fine. Oh, tier 2 car shop. Actually, I want to see it just to see what you sell. So, though, didn't we already have tier 2 cars available? Yeah, we did, actually. Yeah, in fact, these are the same cars as before. So maybe now the tier 2 are available instead of locked. I don't know if they were locked before, though. So you have a Lexus for tier 2, then you have, well, the almighty Dodge Viper, of course. Wait, hold up, I didn't... fuck. Damn it, why did you take me out of the menu? So you have the 2 Ford Shelby, that I cannot really give a shit about. Pretty cool that the Ford GT is tier 1, and then for European... So an Aston Martin, okay. An Audi, another Audi, and you have a lot of Audis up there. Well, the BMW. So basically the majority of tier 2 cars, and the Bugatti is also in this game, it's a tier 1. The Murcielago as well, tier 1. The Lotus being essentially secret tier 1 as well. McLaren F1, that's pretty cool. I mean, I shouldn't be looking at the shop. I'm basically spoiling myself of the cars. Well, the Sonda is also there. Yeah. Well, the Porsche 911 Turbo is also another one of those. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I even bother checking this. I don't like spoiling myself of what cars appear, though. At the same time, there isn't really a surprise here with the cars that appear. I mean, you can say that the McLaren F1 is a surprise, but even though the McLaren F1 wasn't like in the more modern Need for Speed, it was pretty much the flagship car for the... Wow, nice. Pretty much the flagship car for the first Need for Speed games, like Need for Speed 2 and company had that car as the main attraction. And back then the McLaren F1 was even like, for those games it was an actual modern sports car. Like for a game like this, the McLaren F1 is mostly like a classic car already. But back with when Need for Speed 2 released, I'm pretty sure it was well, the same as in this game, the Bugatti Veyron basically was a very modern car that just having it there was super cool. Like it made you feel like you were playing I was gonna say it makes you feel like you're playing an advanced product, but yeah, Need for Speed 2 is an advanced product. I mean, Need for Speed 2 is the only reason why the franchise even exists. Because if it was for the first Need for Speed game, this shit would have been a one-note thing. So you got Need for Speed 2 to thank about this franchise existing. Same as Street Fighter fans having to thank Street Fighter 2 for making the franchise exist, you know? I guess the McLaren F1 comes back here. So essentially you have the Porsche Carrera, McLaren F1, the Sonda, well, one of the Lamborghinis. You have, well, the Bugatti Veyron as well. You have a lot of safe choices, I guess. Every time I go on these highways, I cannot help and think how much slower than I could be going I am, but I'm also seeing corners like that where I'm going at top speed, and I'm pretty sure that with another car you wouldn't be able to do it at all. So something that I didn't check are the visual upgrades that are available in this game. I should. Yes, if I end up like picking this car as my representative, then I might as well give it some stuff. It's just that I like the way it looks already. Like I don't think this car needs anything else. It looks perfect as it is, you know. Yeah, maybe it could look better, sure, but I don't know. I like the way it looks. A pretty nice looking car. Well, compared to other cars of the same tier, well, and when I say tier, I don't mean gameplay wise, I mean of like in real life, cars that are equivalent to it. I guess I'm not that extremely big of a fan, but it's still cool. Yeah, we can do another highway battle. Something that I'm noticing is that this game has a shit ton of events. Or at least it's more obvious how many events there are simply because of how many of them are available at the same time. Isn't that a Nissan 240? Wouldn't that thing be a little bit obsolete by now? Well, then again, I'm also using a tier 4, so maybe not. But yeah, these events are the highest challenge to win with this car, since you cannot win by sheer speed. You need to win by the opponent messing up like that. Okay, easy. And we can do a checkpoint. Yeah, I guess overall the difficulty is certainly quite low. It's definitely in the lower side. In fact, I don't know if it... well, I still need to wait to see how the game progresses, but I think if I compare it to every other Need for Speed game at this point, I think this one might be the easiest one so far. Like, Underground 1 by now already kick your ass with drag races, and even the drag races were actually not hard at the beginning, but yeah, drag races were already kicking my ass. Underground 2 also had like the annoying ass drift events and shit like that. Not to mention that at the beginning I also wasn't doing very well in Underground 2. Then you have, well, Most Wanted was, except for the drag races, quite easy, but I think not as easy as this one. Carbon was very balanced overall, had its fair share of challenging stuff, but also kinda similar to Most Wanted in terms of difficulty. Well, Pro Street was quite hard, actually. Just that the difficulty of that game doesn't really come from, you know, driving being a hard thing, but rather because the rules of that game are so badly implemented and it's plain. So yeah, I guess so far we can call it the easiest game in the series for the time being. Might regret saying it later, but so far it's on the easier side. And well, bringing on the previous games before Underground, it's also the easiest, because Hot Pursuit 2 had some very fucked up events. Well, and then you have Porsche Unleashed. Some events I remember them being challenging, though overall not extremely hard, but some of them were quite challenging, especially if you didn't have the car you were intended to use at the time, I guess. Yeah, and then well, High Stakes is way harder. Need for Speed 3 and 2 are not super hard, but are certainly harder, though a lot shorter as well. And yeah, the first Need for Speed game is way harder than pretty much all of them. So yeah, I will say that so far this game is deserving the title of the easiest Need for Speed game, but for the time being. I guess that's the reason why Kyle yesterday said that he got bored in an hour. You see, there's really not much of a challenge at all outside of... well, that's the interesting thing. The biggest challenge in this game so far are the chase, the police chase events, but they are a challenge because the police is so fucking dumb. Not because it's hard to stay away from the police. If anything, it's so easy to stay away from the police that it makes the idea of getting the objectives hard, because you cannot, because they keep being far from you, right? I think in that regard, yeah, it certainly deserves the title of the easiest for now. I mean, not to mention I'm using, though, I was gonna say I'm using a tier 4 car and I'm beating everyone, but that doesn't really say anything, because the cars that are supposedly in a higher tier are not better than this Lotus, so you can, for now I think that it's safe to see this car as a tier 2 car. Like, the game might say tier 4, but this is tier 2. There is no doubt about it. Though I do wonder how hard the game could have been all this time if instead of picking the Lotus I would have picked another car in that first pink slip thing that happened. Because yeah, maybe if instead of picking this one, if I pick the Ford Escort, for example, that was another one of the options, maybe this game will actually be challenging by now. But yeah, this Lotus just seems like it's way too good. Like, it just makes the whole game easy because of how good it is. I guess the real test will be using the Nissan 240, because you are gonna have that car no matter what you do. Like, that car is essentially the beginning car no matter what you pick. So if with that car the races are still easy, then yeah, the whole game is easy. But yeah, I just think that it's probably because of this car being so busted. I mean, it's still an option, and I obviously didn't know it was gonna be this busted. Simply picked it because it was the most unique option compared to what I use in the previous games, right? Since I never use well, in fact, I think I will go as far as to say that I probably never used the Lotus Elise in any game. Well, I probably used it in one of those missions that force you to use a specific car, but I don't think I ever picked the Lotus Elise out of my own volition. So I thought it was a cool pick. The one I did pick out of my own volition is the Lotus Esprit in Gran Turismo 3, which is, by the way, a very cool car. Surprised that only Gran Turismo seems to have it. Like, I think as a car it looks even better than this one. Though this one, to be fair, has a very distinct look, right? The Lotus Esprit also looks similar to other cars. If I'm not mistaken, it was a pretty similar looking car to the popular DeLorean, right? While this one doesn't seem to look like anything in particular, you know, it just looks like its own thing. You see this car and you know which one it is. guess one thing that I could try is seeing if there are any master events available so I can do them. That's something that I will certainly prefer. So I guess well, obviously the physics of this game are not meant to be realistic or anything like that. I mean, from a logical standpoint, when you are at top speed and the fact that you use the nitro and it doesn't make you go any faster is something that does not make any sense. Like, it makes absolutely zero sense. Because, I mean, you're essentially using something that is pushing your car forward, right? So the speed should go well. Actually, I'm not sure exactly how a nitrous tank works, but maybe if, like, trying to think in real life terms, right? If you reach a certain speed without a nitro tank, will the nitro tank even have an effect? I wonder. Because I would assume that it has an effect in most cases, but will there be a speed that is so high that I basically using nitro wouldn't make any difference? I don't know. In this particular case though, like in the case of this car, I think it probably should make a difference, you know? I don't know. Oh, level 10. Nice. Oh. And another cutscene.
The attack on you could have been a new gang, or it could have been a faction of G-Mac's team. They certainly seem more organized, better equipped, and more violent. Keep doing your contracts with G-Mac and building your rep on the streets. Hello.
Chase Lynn. How long has it been?
Ciao. Too long.
Now is our opportunity. Let's talk about the object.
Well, let's talk about the object. First, we need to talk about the vehicle.
Well, another one joins the story, I guess. Wait, why are these places with Spanish names? Like, Valencia is an actual place in Spain. Huh. I don't know. Doesn't seem like there is any key event. Oh, there is a master event there. I want to do that one. Just that I wish the map was slightly less painful to navigate. And by the way, there are some events here that I did not do that completely disappeared. Oh, okay, never mind. They are available, but they don't count as current. That's weird, but sure, why not? Alright, let me do the master event then. This one. Wonder how hard it's gonna be. Well, if it goes through the highway, it might be hard, I guess. This Lotus is not gonna be able to give up. Not to mention, aren't some of these cars tier 1? It's even more messed up. That was close for you. Well, we will see how many straight lines this sprint is gonna have, but that sucks. Seems like it's pretty hard for me to notice alternate paths like that one. Something like this, you cannot really have the luxury of falling behind like that. This, it seems like the race itself is not that long, so it's okay. And I can recover my first place. Not there though. And since there's also no concept of slipstream in this game, it's completely useless. A lot of hairpin. Oh, I got disconnected for a while. Okay, I'm back now. The stream got disconnected very slightly. I don't know how much was lost, but sometimes it happens. Well, doesn't seem like it matters, as I will have to restart the event anyway, so anything that might have been lost has no importance. You're gonna see this from the beginning now. Again. That BMW is not fooling around. That BMW means business. A little bit weird considering that apparently, unless I saw the wrong car, I think there is a Porsche Carrera here, and that one is a tier 1 car. And that BMW, I'm pretty sure is not a tier 1 car, so... But then again, this Lotus is the perfect proof that tiers don't seem to make any sense anyway, so... whatever. Alright, so there's someone following pretty close behind me. Actually. Who is it? Looks like a Lancer Evo. No, it's another BMW. Well, I don't know if it's another, it might be the same one. So the BMWs, I guess they got their status back. In Most Wanted being the best car. Now they are trying to revive that trend. I don't mind. Alright, so now it's time to block. See, you cannot do anything else. In these straight lines, there's absolutely nothing you can do. You are not fast enough to confront them. And ironically, even though I'm doing these hairpins very well, they also do it well. Wait, the guy behind me is the Audi. Fuck. I tried taking him out and I couldn't. I guess that's karma. Okay, that's not a win either. It's fine, man. But I wish that all the events were challenging like this one. I feel like it's so unfair that these master events are supposed to be like a special thing instead of the norm. I guess it's not fully accurate to say that the biggest strength of this Lotus are corners. I think it's mostly fast corners. Like, this thing can essentially do fast corners at full speed. Slow corners, it still does them well, but it needs to brake like everyone else, of course. Doesn't do any miracles. I think that one is the Porsche Carrera, right? Pretty sure it is. So this car is supposed to be a tier 1, by the way. It's going against a tier 4. And yeah, it's clearly faster, but the fact that I'm even able to equally fight against him is quite ridiculous. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems that they all do this hairpin section a lot faster than I do. They do it faster no matter what. I'm not really sure why though. When there are so many other things I do a lot faster. Well, I don't really care. I'm gonna keep trying this until I win. If you think that this is gonna take me out of try-harding this, you will be wrong. Very wrong, in fact. I'm gonna try this until I beat it. Under these conditions, like not with any higher upgrade or anything like that, no. As it is right now. I'll keep going until I win. Whatever it takes. Some the BMW is not holding back. Well, rather than holding back, in all of the other attempts that this guy wasn't in first/second place, it's because he got stopped by a traffic car. Not because he's slower or anything like that. That's pretty much all I can afford gaining distance, and here is where I slowly just lose distance. Though I wonder if I can stop them with that. No, I cannot. I don't even know if it works against non-police opponents. Probably not. You will have to fully block here, dude, if you wanna win. There's no other way to do it. Well, actually, no, it wasn't necessary to block. Nice. Wonderful. Yeah, and basically each one of these master events give you an achievement for beating it. Well, for beating them. Which is understandable, but I mean, I really wish that this was the rule instead of the exception. And it just makes every other event a snooze fest, unfortunately. Like, I don't dislike struggling to win like that. In fact, I like it. It seems that in this one we're gonna struggle. Alright, hold up. If that direction is the one that that has those hairpins. Well, the issue is that can you even go? No, I don't think that you will be allowed to go back to set like a new direction, right? Probably doesn't work that way. But after he crashed with that traffic car, I don't think it matters. We'll stay there for a while. Well, even more so if those things actually stop him. Oh, the police. I didn't want to casually meet you, honestly. It is true that my hit level is almost 4. Maybe I will have to actually start installing body parts, because I mean, if I'm gonna end up sticking with this car, the hit level will naturally build. So yeah, at that point, you're probably gonna be bothered a lot. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm being chased.
No, Mr. One Time. This here's Nickel. I want a rematch. Like now. You hear me, Grease Spot? The way I see it, you just got lucky. And lucky don't last. You and me, we finish this now!
Why are you so salty? Come on, dude. What's your problem?
Attention all SH members. Units are in pursuit of a hit-run suspect. Head northeast. That's northeast on Valencia Hill.
Hey, as I said, I'm too busy with a fucking chase. Anyway, check that out. Wait, what did you crash against? But more importantly, the police crashed, but apparently not against the obstacle I knocked down, so... Oh, well, now he did. That was pretty weird. Also, how is it going, Sunshine? He's turning his head a lot, yeah. This just seems to be pretty salty, that's it. Ah, man, don't spawn random officers in front of me, what the hell? What even is the point of doing that? Yeah, and you did it again. What the hell? I'm gonna get busted, actually. I got stuck with something there. Well, thankfully I was able to escape. You see, we don't want another strike right now. Yeah, I'm doing well. Unfortunately, needing to run away from the police, but...
Suspect just turned east. Yeah, suspect is
Well, he level 4 now. Man, you know, we should end this pursuit already. You know that this pursuit is not gonna go anywhere, so you know, we should save time. I guess not. The hit level also, I'm not really sure what it means, because except for events where pursuit was the actual objective, yeah, just randomly spawn these guys for no reason. That's a way to keep the pursuit going. Yeah, since we're in the middle of the highway, there is most likely not gonna be any hideout nearby. It seems that the hit has no effect in regular pursuits that happen in the open world, which is a little bit weird, because at that point, what even is the point of hit level? Oh yeah, this guy, wait, road rage?
I'm tracking Nickel Rogers, now heading east. Be careful, he's extremely dangerous.
Tim, this thing disconnected again. How many times are you gonna do it today? I think that you might have missed the cutscene, probably. But basically the cutscene says be careful, he's too dangerous. Not sure how he's too dangerous, but yeah. By the way, the Dodge Viper he's driving has the same colors as I do, but in reverse. That's pretty cool. Wait, if I restart, will you be able to see the cutscene? I wonder. I think it does restart the cutscene, right? Or maybe it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Well, if you miss the cutscene, sorry, but YouTube sometimes decides to disconnect for absolutely no reason. Now, I saw that happening twice today, but I don't know if it might have happened more times without me noticing, because you know that YouTube actually doesn't tell me if it disconnects. It's only OBS that tells me that it disconnects. So it could have happened more than twice and I wouldn't have noticed. So, well, if it even happened it twice, I'm sorry. But if it happened more than twice, well, I'm even more sorry. But as you would expect, there's nothing I can do when something like that happens. It happens and it happens. Obviously, if it depended on me, it wouldn't happen, but it doesn't. I cannot change anything. This guy doesn't seem to be making too many. Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna make mistakes, I guess. Well, he also should probably crash against the cars that I knocked out, right? Probably. Come on, there you go. I was gonna say I'm so close. Okay. So what do you have to say about that? He didn't seem very dangerous, if you ask me, you know? Oh, and that's it. Like, basically we beat him and no one gives a fuck, okay? With how salty that guy was, you would have expected like a stronger reaction, but no, he lost and basically I guess he's seething in silence. Then take out 7 cop cars? How about no? Honestly, knowing that these objectives are completely optional, I could easily not do them. Like, I could exclusively avoid any cop-related event because they are not worth it at all. I guess I should... Well, I made a mistake here because unfortunately you cannot exit or restart these events. You have to either run out of time or beat them, obviously. So that's very annoying, but yeah. Nothing else I can do here. Wait, I missed that? No, I didn't. Well, I guess I did miss it, but in the map it still appears as if I didn't. Oh well. Wait, how you come here? I guess it's not gonna come here. Well, the issue here is that if we don't beat this, it's gonna be 7 minutes of absolute time waste. Don't worry, I swear that for the next one, if it's a police event, unless it's obviously mandatory, I'm not gonna do it. Wait, hold up, can I check the map? Okay, we should be heading here, actually, so steer left. The problem is that the other two morons were not able to to follow me, and that guy also crashed, man. These police are so dipshit. Yeah, I think that with this one, let's just make it the last police event I do that is not mandatory. Like, this one will be the last. No questions asked. Alright, so I should wait for them here because I have 2 places to knock them out. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did at the end of the previous stream, which is just waiting without moving, and essentially 3 cops spawn out of nowhere. Let's see if they do the same thing here. Well, 1 already spawned in front of me, 2 spawn in front of me. Yeah, the problem is that if you don't chase me, it's the same as nothing, you know? And what was the point of that? They spawned, but they spawned there and they kept going. Like, come on, dude, I'm here. Well, how are you doing, Lotus? Are you doing well? I'm doing well. I mean, except for the fact that I'm stuck in this shitty ass event. That part is not very nice, honestly. Oh, sorry, I'm not letting you pass, my bad. Here, you can pass. There you go. Well, I don't know where those cops that spawned went, but okay, well, another one spawned there. I'm assuming these ones are not the same ones. Alright. Can you turn around properly? Okay, there you go. Well, at least another one appeared. Okay, there you go. That's better. So that takes down 2 of them. Maybe that one too. It actually took him down too. Okay, so now it's a matter of escaping. Promise that unfortunately this other one spawned as well, so we have to... That's not the way, mister. Good try. Yeah, I agree that this pursuit has been going way too long. Oh, a roadblock. Yeah, an actual roadblock. That's interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, this asshole, I'm not being able to lose him. And now we have more coming. I would have appreciated you doing that when I needed you. Now I don't need you. So yeah, allow me to dispose of you. Boom. And stay there. Okay. And mind to give me a hideout while you're at it? Yeah, I could get that one. Probably a bad idea. But I guess I will go for it. Okay. That's... No, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Got it. Okay. So, let's remember. We are not doing another police event unless it's a mandatory one. As simple as that. Because I don't want to play babysit with cops. But I don't want to play babysit in general, but much less with cops, you know? Like, come on, dude. Already had to suffer that in Most Wanted, I don't want to suffer it again. And yeah, especially here, make use of the fact that this is optional. In Most Wanted it was not optional. So at least take one of the advantages for what it is, an advantage, you know? But the interesting thing about this game is that off-road has different physics than on asphalt. I don't remember if Most Wanted had that, but I don't think Most Wanted had much off-road in the first place, did it? I don't know. Oh, the guy behind me crashed. That's a shame because he was the only one that was giving me a little bit of a challenge here. Oh well. Should have paid more attention to what's in front of you, mister. But yeah, whatever. So what now? Can do another sprint. Wait, let me check if there's something out of the ordinary that I should be looking up for. Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, there is actually a master event. No, is this a master event? It just seems that it's new. Like, there is no master. Well, and it's a checkpoint event. Honestly, I shouldn't really have picked this, but being truthful, is there really any difference between a master event, a checkpoint event and a regular race with how much of a bunch of shovers my opponents are? I feel like there's probably not much of a difference. If it's a master race, then yes, there is clearly a difference, but a regular one? Not really. I guess there's another thing that I can use as a point of comparison with Most Wanted. You know what, Most Wanted had a lot of events, right? Well, in fact, it's a game that I think took me a week to beat. Well, a week doing every single event, because I could have easily not done every single event and there wouldn't have been a difference. But I mean, there wouldn't have been a difference in terms of beating it or not, but I decided to go for 100%, so I obviously took longer. But point is that in terms of amount of events, it's very possible that this game and Most Wanted are pretty similar. I mean, I still haven't seen how many events this game has, but for what you are simply seeing on the map, there seem like there are a shit ton of events, right? But I think that there is a big difference in the way they are framed. Like, in Most Wanted, in between each blacklisted guy, like, you have unlocks that allow you to make your car better, right? And the fact that also, you know, something to look forward to at the end of every group of events, because you have a duel. Unfortunately, the duels were all pretty bad because the AI is bad. But at least the way it was framed, it kind of made it a little bit more exciting, right? This one doesn't have such a division, and despite there being like a significant amount of required events, there doesn't seem like there is that thing to look forward to, right? Because first of all, you don't even know when the next story event is gonna show up. You just know it will show up when it does, but you don't really have anything. I mean, I guess the only count you have... Wait, this was a master event. I guess if it's an achievement... Okay. But I was about to say that you just have a bunch of events without anything to look forward to, right? Like, you should level up your how did they call it, wheelman? I think they call it wheelman level. So you level up your wheelman level, and that's what more or less seems to be the main tool to unlock new story events and be able to actually progress with the story, right? But yeah, I don't think that it's a good motivation at all. At least not compared to what Most Wanted had, that basically said you need to beat this amount of events and do this amount of milestones to reach the next opponent, right? So I think in that regard, I think I might be able to safely say that this is also inferior to Most Wanted. Like, it's basically a more... I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this word lately, but like a sauceless version, right? A version with less spice than Most Wanted, even though the formula is very, very similar. Like, at first I was gonna call it like a side grade, because it didn't feel like an improvement, but it really didn't seem like a complete downgrade. But I think I probably have to call it a downgrade compared to Most Wanted. I mean, most people would have already called it a downgrade right away. They wouldn't have thought it twice, but I personally want to be objective with what I say. So even though like my inner feeling already told me that this was probably gonna be inferior to Most Wanted, I like to analyze things and say why I think that's the case. And yeah, with the reasons that I mentioned, I do believe that this is a downgrade compared to Most Wanted, which is a shame. But I mean, I guess if you already fully beat Most Wanted and you want more of it, this game does that. It's just that, yeah, it's not as good, right? It's fine. So all of this, if anything, is making me want to play the Xbox 360 version of Most Wanted even more. Because I have a feeling that like my main complaints with the PS2 version could potentially be solved by playing the Xbox 360 version. So that's something that I think that once I'm done with playing all the games in the series, in this series, right? I might actually go for it. Might actually try it and see how it goes, because it's possible. Though I do think that the PS2 version at least does a very good show, despite potentially being inferior to both the Xbox 360 and PC versions. I think that it's a good port, right? I mean, at least it didn't seem like there were any glaring issues for simply being in a weaker console, right? And the sky looks so pretty here. Look at that. Fantastic looking sky. Well, having decided that it is inferior to Most Wanted, will I call it inferior to the Underground games? Would I? It's a hard question to answer, but the Underground games, And well, even under round 2, that is a game that I didn't like that much. They definitely had, even at this point in the game, they definitely had a challenge. In this one though, I'm still trying to find it, because I can't. You can see that no matter what I'm doing, I'm still 10 seconds ahead of the second place, you know? Like maybe I should purposely nerf myself by using a worse car, but it is a tier 4 car, dude. Well, not to mention that not a fan of nerfing myself if I already have done something for a while, right? But that also makes me wonder how the other games compared to, well, the other games that most likely have the same formula as Most Wanted, how they compare to it, especially the remake. Because even though I played it a very long time ago, I barely remember. So I kinda want to see it, though there are still many games before that. Now you still have both Shift games, Nitros and The Run, and then the Hot Pursuit remake. So yeah, there are at least 5 games before that, I'm afraid. Well, if you count the MMO, and yeah, but obviously I don't count the MMO. That will be 6 games. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna be. Okay. Oh, and that wasn't domination, interestingly enough. Okay. That in itself, I feel that it's very weird. Like, I win by more than 10 seconds, but apparently that's not enough to dominate the event. So let's say that you're a completionist, right? Does that mean that, like, you need to make it even easier for you to win events? That you need to be even stronger than you already are? Leave these guys in the dust just to be able to dominate? That seems pretty weird to me. Hey, I feel like that's the way it works. Oh. Okay, that champ is the same one as that master event. Very deadly champ. Unlike that master event, this one is looking like it will be free to beat. I also wonder if this is one of those games that you can meet other opponents online in the open world. Because otherwise, so far there doesn't seem to be any way to see an online component here. Unless when you pause and it says quick race, that's exclusively for online. But otherwise there is no online component for this game. I mean, it doesn't even have a main menu in the first place, you know? So I wonder if it were that way, that anyone could be in your world. I think that was too early for something like that. Like, that was the case in Need for Speed Rivals. Like, essentially anytime you enter the world, you enter a lobby with other people. Well, not a lobby, but like you enter a server that already had other people, and you essentially drive in real time with them. Well, you could go with them or simply ignore them, but the point is that they were active cars inside the world. So I wonder if this game had the same logic, but as I said, I kinda doubt it. Because I think it was way too early for something like that to exist. Like, this is 2008. I mean, obviously we are not talking about a prehistoric time, but the point is that those traffic cars crash by themselves. Nice. The point is that 2008, I think it was too early to implement those type of complex online interactions. Not because it was a technical impossibility, but rather because I guess it was a very ambitious thing that I'm not sure if a lot of people were really interested about. Need for Speed Rivals, I think it's one of the first games that I remember like casually having that feature. Nowadays, a lot of games have that. In fact, it's kind of like a norm, right? With games like that. But back then, I think Rivals was one of the first that I remember. Because, I mean, that was pretty much the selling point of the game. The fact that it's the reason why it's called Rivals in the first place. Like, you have rivals, which are other players that you could drive against at any point, right? You were in the open world, and at any point a player rival could show up and you could drive against them, just like that, you know.
The man, I must say, is impressed. So impressed, he thinks you're 5-0. You're not a cop, are you, pretty boy? Prove it. Let's start by having you steal us the cop car. Shouldn't be a problem for you, right?
Steal a cop car? Tim, and it's called Grand Theft 5-0. I wonder if that's trying to shout out some certain other game franchise. Alright. Let's see. Oh, it's a Nissan, wow. Yeah, I think that these police officers are quite luxurious. It's a Nissan GTR as a cop car.
You've got your hands on a black and white. I'm guessing the cops are gonna be all over you, and mad as hell.
Yeah, no shit, they are gonna be all over me. But on the right side here, if they manage to capture me, they are not gonna put any strike on the Lotus, so obviously, I mean, because I'm not using it, right?
With that vehicle now, Sky, they stop and stand by. Yeah, confirmed. I got a chase here. Go 3.
Why did that chopper had to show up? Chopper feels like it's a slur to refer to a helicopter. But it's not a slur, it's a regular word. Yeah. I wonder if there's any technical difference between a helicopter and a chopper, or if they are the same thing. Because there are a lot of cases where different concepts are referred by the same word despite not being the same thing, but I don't know if that's the case for chopper and helicopter. Maybe not.
Yeah, dispatch, we got a huge scaffolding rig down. It's right below my 20.
Copy that. Get damage reports on the air as soon as you can.
Yeah, he's into the lumberyard and he's cutting right through.
Okay, can we lose the cops here, please? This, by the way, should be a hideout.
Dispatch, I picked up that visual. We got a target 20 confirmed.
Yeah, I would like to see how you pick up visual. Oh, I see how. Because that is hard to tell here because there is no line drawn in the GPS, but yeah, they could enter from the other side.
Units on the pursuit, please give me an update. We got the supervisor requesting a sit rep.
Dispatch, we're sweating out here.
Oh.
Might need you.
Okay, give me this hideout.
Units heading up to that pursuit call. Be advised the,
Lose the eye in the sky. I think I got that achievement for escaping despite having a helicopter. Yeah, I will say I deserve it.
Impressive, pretty boy. Bring the car over to the garage. I'll make sure you're rewarded.
I'm rewarded how? I wonder. Let's see.
Nickel, you smell something?
Something stinks.
Yeah. Or someone.
I know that smell. I got rid of that fat, sweaty, bacony smell long ago. The only way to find out you ain't an oinker is to put you through your paces. Give me the black and white when enough. Rose will be in touch.
Come on, let me at him.
Hey, hey, he makes one wrong move, he's yours. Till then, he's mine.
I don't know what they were saying, I couldn't understand. But yeah, wait, is that escape a job? Or is that a regular mission? No, it's a regular mission. That I'm not gonna do, because it's a cop mission. No, I will assume that at some point, since the shops probably appear every time you level up, that if you keep ignoring the... oh shit, the McLaren here then... okay, the Ford GT, so hold up. This race is actually using tier 1 cars. So are we finally going with the top of the top? Like there is no more holding back? Would be nice if they didn't take me out like that. Well, that's another thing that I'm not a fan of in this game. The fact that maybe it's something that is because I'm using this car, but you cannot move the opponent cars. Like they essentially are set in their own path, and if you crash them, you are gonna get put out of the way. Alright, so yeah, that Ford GT that is in first place is a tier 1 car. So, yeah, they are no longer fooling around here. No, it's pretty wild because apparently there is still quite a big amount of the game remaining, but you are already deploying the tier 1, so... I mean, I don't dislike it because it means that it will be harder, but what are you gonna do for the remnant of the game then? Because it is theoretically as hard as it will get in terms of the opponent, right? Well, it's fine, we will see how it goes. Unless this was a master event, but no, it didn't look like it was a master event at all. Here you will have to purposely block. You are not gonna be faster than this Ford. Oh, I thought you were gonna... Well, this is still running into some things. Ah, fuck you. Well, at least he lost as much time as I did. Well, not as much, but lost some time at least. And stupid ass Mitsubishi, get out of the way. What the hell? This guy is doing some stuff. Unfortunately, unless he crashes against something, I'm not reaching this guy. And especially if the remaining sectors of this sprint are straight lines like this, there is no way I can reach him. Yeah, and it seems that they will be. That's a shame. I cannot go faster than him here. Though, at the same time, it's not like he's going much faster than me. Like, it seems like we're going at around the same speed. What a dipshit. Yeah, and that's the end, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna retry, but I feel that here, if we're gonna go against a tier 1, I probably need to upgrade my car, and I can. Like, I only have 2 upgrades, keep in mind. I have the nitro and... Well, actually, no, I have 3. The nitro engine and drivetrain upgrade. But yeah, there is... Even then, there is room for more. It's just that I don't think, unless I unlock the last level of upgrades, there is not much more to grow in terms of top speed. Because every other upgrade mostly affects handling, not top speed. I mean, which is the reason in the first place that I got the ones I got. Because they do affect top speed. Alright, so who is the one in second place here? The Mitsubishi, right? I don't remember if the Lancer Evo was also a tier 1 or not. At least since the Ford GT actually had an accident, he's not been in second place, and it's possible that he gets slowed down by everyone else, but I'm not sure how long that's gonna take, and especially when they are gonna be, as you already saw, some quite long straight lines here where they are certainly gonna be better than me when it comes to top speed. Though in that final section there were also one of those obstacles that completely cut the track, but that only works obviously if I'm ahead of them, and I will have to be ahead of them for quite a bit. Like, this distance is probably not enough for them to get stopped. Well, at least not the ones that are immediately behind me. The ones that are even more behind, yeah, they probably will get hit, but... Well, that's the Ford GT already. I unfortunately could not stop him. Let's see if I can stop the other guys. No, I could not. Didn't do shit. But let's see if I can actually overtake him before the final corner. He actually made a mistake last time. Not sure if he's gonna do it again. Would be nice. Doesn't seem like there's any traffic car though, so I guess not. Yeah, that's a shame. Damn it. I'll do it again. In fact, just like I said with the other race, like the master race that I did, I'm not gonna stop trying this until I win under these conditions. Like, I won't take anything less. So if you restart an event after you finish it, well, after you finish it or while you're doing it, the hit level restarts to the beginning of, well, how it was at the beginning of the event. You see, I was in hit level 5 otherwise. I wish there was a way to take him down, but it's pretty clear that the opponents are built like tanks. You're not gonna make them flinch at all. If anything, you should stay away from them as much as possible. It's a shame that there are such large amounts on at the end of this track that are just straight lines. And at that point, the only thing I can do is block. Well, I should have tried harder to block in the previous attempt, honestly. I didn't try very hard at all. You see, here, no matter how ahead you are, he will reach you. Like, there is no way he doesn't reach you. Even with this distance, it will be enough for him to be right behind you, clearly. He's right there. I'm gonna try the obstacle again, but I don't think it's gonna work. Like, he doesn't give a fuck there is an obstacle. Well, in that case, it's time to block. The good old Ridge Racer technique, you know? I'm driving against Angelus. Oh, got him. Nice. That was cool. Okay. Though it's interesting if this is the difficulty from now on in regular events. I like it. I like it because that means it will actually be challenging. So here we're going against a Porsche. So yeah, it seems that in general the... What? Okay, sure. Well, it makes sense considering that we are at hit level 5. Well, the police will also most likely stop this guy. I guess that works in my favor. Damn it. So this guy is called Android K. It's a pretty cheesy name. Well, that being said, it seems that the police didn't really stop him at all. Will you even be able to restart the event at this point, I wonder? Well, that will be a nice thing to try. Like, if you wanted to, yeah, you can restart it. Though I do wonder if the chase is gonna happen no matter what. Because it's not like I had a choice, like the police was just behind me, but actually this time it doesn't. So I guess it was random that the police was there at that point. Okay. Okay, keep going and hope that he doesn't gain the distance he's gaining now. No, there you go. Okay. Wonderful. So I guess at this point, being on hit level 5, it's probably gonna be...
Hey, we're racing again in Palm Harbor. We need
Okay. Wait, what?
Foaming at the mouth like a junkyard dog. No telling what my lover boy will do when he finds out I've got more jobs for you.
Hot item. That's the name of the event, I guess. Well, as long as the Carmen race does not involve... Oh, you have two shops here. So how do I know which one is which? So this one is that. Wait, but no, the problem is that... Hold up. Ross Largo has a special package that needs to be delivered. And this one says... What? It's the exact same one. I think we gotta do both. I don't think it's a matter of choice. Well, I mean, you can choose which ones you wanna do first, but... I guess let's do this one. I don't know. I don't know, because apparently one of them was Carmen's... No, but Carmen says something about a race. She didn't say anything about a delivery. So these are both from the same one. That's an Audi. And this one is actually tuned somewhat.
Sports. I've got some equipment we acquired from another gang. We only have a few minutes to get it to the client. Now get on it.
At least this one is not about dodging the police, at least. Though there are some opponents here, apparently, that want something.
Careful, these guys like to play rough.
We got what? Well, as long as it's not the police, I don't really care. I mean, after all, well, I guess the whole idea here is that they slow you down, but... Wait, that is the police. So are we gonna have the police on top of these assholes at the same time?
Put it into high gear. We don't have much time.
Yeah, here, we'll head on over.
Okay. Yeah, pick up the pace. You know I should go to crash. Are you aware of that? And these assholes are not letting me do much. Okay.
Go faster. You don't have a lot of time.
Well, tell these guys to let me go faster. It seems that the obstacles do not work unless you are the no, actually... No, yeah, no, they are both here. They didn't even let me. Yeah, they stay there. So how far is this, I wonder?
I'm looking at the clock. You almost there?
Why don't you look at my cock instead? God damn it. I'm trying. This asshole, well, to be fair, that crash wasn't because of these assholes, but yeah, they are just making me nervous, you know? No, it's fine. Here, are you happy?
Up the place. I think I may have been wrong about you. Maybe it's time I reconsider who I'm letting under my hood.
Yeah, though I don't think I deliver it in pristine conditions, honestly, but yeah, that's fine. I don't think they will mind. You just need a couple of you know, of duct tape, and that's it. It works. So which one is this? It's a Mercedes, okay. And couldn't you choose any more boring cars to steal? Like, holy shit, an Audi and then a Mercedes. I guess they are just a fan of Sherman engineering, but I don't know. I think there are better choices, like the BMW. Is this really the fastest path?
Pick up the pace, baby.
I mean, the GPS told me to go there. So if there's anyone you wanna blame, it's the GPS. No, it's fine, see? Oh, and now I... yeah.
Must have been a tip-off. Get out of there. Lose the law and don't get caught.
Yeah, no problem. These guys are morons. They are not gonna catch me. Wait, isn't this... yeah, it's a... it's a hideout. Where is it, really? Like, it's there, but how do you enter it? Ah, fuck. This guy's gonna see me at this rate. From here, I think. Well, doesn't matter, I guess. Ah, man, fuck. This is the same place that they actually detected me on the... on another mission. Man, what a pain in the ass. I guess I shouldn't have even bothered with the fucking hideout.
Suspect just turned east. Cover unit, get ready to push him into a roadblock. Just up ahead.
Also, you know that so far I haven't seen a spike strip. Do spike strips even exist in this game? Like, I should see regular roadblocks. Maybe they remove them. It could be. I mean, if they wanted to make the game easier than Most Wanted, that's a way you can do it. Right, can we finally lose them now? I guess, but then there is no... well, there is a hideout behind, but... then that guy came out of nowhere, it's fine. Just keep going. No. Damn it, let me... there you go. Nice. Whew. That was almost too annoying.
Nice will work. But we're not done yet, are we? Looks like it's just you and me, Tiger.
Yeah, whatever you say. Hold up, there was a master event in the first area of the game. Which is down here, right? Yeah, this one. Like a sprint master event. Let's do that. Anything that is master is welcome. What do we have here? It seems like a very similar lineup to one of the previous master events. Nothing out of the ordinary, but let's see what the AI has to say about it. Ah, damn it. Alright, there's someone in first place. Will I be able to catch him? Doesn't really look like it. But he always has time to make mistakes. Well, he lost... oh, what the hell? Okay. Nice. Yeah, that was an obstacle he hit, but... that one would have actually hit me if I didn't dodge it. Differently from the obstacles that I knock down that apparently don't hit anyone. Well, they could be dodging them too, but I doubt it. Alright, so yeah, that's the guy in first place. I cannot recognize his car from here though. Not sure what he's rocking. Then again with that takedown, I promise that completely demolished my chances, I think. Yeah, it has to be a retry. Something like that when I'm already struggling to follow him is gonna end in nothing. Wait, is it a Dodge Viper, the one that had the first place? I think it is. Well, interesting because it's supposed to be a tier 2 car. I should have kept going forward, like I did on the previous attempt. My issue here was trusting the stupid ass GPS. Like no, in the previous one I kept going forward with no issues. Should have done that, my bad. Dude! Can you stop with those takedowns? Seriously. Okay. So remember here. You go there. Well, the Viper seems like he wants to take the same path. Oof. Okay. Now you're in first place. There's someone close in second. I don't think it's the Viper though. It's like it's someone else, but is it? Promise that looking is not that easy, you know. I have to pay attention. Oh, he crashed. Okay, so it seems that I'm gonna keep the lead for a while. And now they are all pretty far behind. I mean, considering that this is a straight line, they are gonna gain some advantage, but I'm still quite far from them. Yeah, now they are getting closer, and there is many of them. That one, what? Okay, that was a paid actor. That guy trying to take me down like that had to be a paid actor. There is no way. Okay, that one wasn't. Like, that one I saw it from afar. Man, can't believe that the traffic is gonna cuck me out of this one. Fuck. That's so bullshit. But you know how it is. I won't stop until I win. I won't stop. Though something that I could at least see is if the third level upgrades are available, so I can increase the top speed at least to the maximum that is allowed for this car. Because this car, if it wants to compete against these other cars, it needs the top speed, no matter what, it needs it. So, if those upgrades are there, I'll take them. The other ones I don't really care for. The top speed upgrade has to be there. Man, they can't stop taking me out. Fuck. I'm tempted to get one of the like heavy looking cars like the Lamborghini or whatnot, to see if it's something that is because of the car or if the physics are like that unfair that trying to fight against anyone always ends with you being taken out, you know? So it could be either case. Okay. This is the same thing that we did on the previous attempt. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a very long ass straight line at the end of the track. Like, as long as these tracks are like that, there's always gonna be a challenge to win because your speed is simply inferior. Yeah, unfortunately here I didn't do those sectors as quickly as I did in the previous attempt. So that ain't good. Because now I don't even have an advantage. Well, and here he already overtook me. Yeah, this probably should be a restart as well, but I want to see how much I lose. Because if it's like that 4GT from that previous event, he wasn't going that much faster. So here we have someone else approaching. It's a Camaro. I think the guy in first place is a Supra, right? Yeah, but we have even more company now. Also, no, it wasn't a Dodge Viper, it was a Lexus. What the hell? Why do you... Okay, yeah, restart. No problem. I'll restart as many times as needed. I don't give a fuck. Wow, that Lexus got obliterated there. Oh, and someone hit a traffic car. So that gives me a very big advantage. It's just that aside from that final straight, there are many ways to blow it, especially if I do these corners badly, like in the previous attempt, instead of doing them super fast. Okay, this time I did them well though. Like, that was exceptional. Exceptionally good. Yeah, I did that super well. Like, that should be the biggest advantage I can possibly have. But as always, the long straight is gonna bring these cars closer to me, and at that point, not much you can do about that, other than slowly watch them approach you, and they will approach me. Okay, there is no escape. That being said, maybe they don't reach me before the big corner comes. Now this guy behind me definitely will reach me. Unfortunately, he's too close. I'll do the corner like he's not there though. He also will do the same. Okay. I think that traffic car actually stopped him for a little bit. Oof. And that ending is pretty messed up, considering that you come from such a long straight. But I win. Nice. Yeah. Damn, domination, like, did anyone test this domination times? How could the domination time be 3 minutes 52? Like, at that point you wouldn't even be close to winning. Oh, and there is a new cutscene again. That's a Lamborghini. Okay, it's Carmen again.
Listen, Hector told me that Zach got caught up in a job that he hadn't sanctioned. Hector went nuts. It didn't mean anything to me before, but now that they've disappeared, do you think that it could be connected? Call me.
I didn't get what you said. Sorry.
Look, I don't know where Hector is. Intel is working overtime to find him. Let them do their job while you do yours.
You are a cop, do your job. I'm supposed to be a spy. If anything, you should be doing your fucking job. Whatever. Though yeah, that's no new show at all, speaking of show. Yeah, no. Seems that it's just doing regular events right now. Alright, well, let's try this one. for example. I don't see why not. So, okay, and you see the Ford GT here again, so yeah, at this point, this will be the cars that you will see. Like, right now, it seems that it's a before and after. The opponents here are nothing compared to, well, to the ones that we had even a couple of events ago, you know? That's the crazy thing about it. As well, that master event that I just did doesn't count because it is meant to be harder, but we had a lot of events in that area that is to the east that were extremely free, and then all of a sudden it seems like this will be the new normal events, which are essentially... Wait, which one is the faster? No, I think the left side was faster. Yeah, well, that's a shame. I couldn't have known that by looking at the radar. Well, that's fine. I'm still ahead. I think that if that's gonna be the case, then it might be a good time to check if I can have the upgrades for top speed. Though I don't need them at all. I mean, I just want you to know, or rather to keep in mind, the fact that I'm using a tier 4 car against tier 1 cars. Like the slowest category in the game versus the fastest category in the game, and I'm winning. So eventually, yeah, I guess it's gonna come closer than this, and at that point I will need more top speed. Ironically, as long as this car can reach 300 kilometers per hour, I don't think I need anything else, because it can reach 300 kilometers per hour probably pretty fast. And yes, in straights it's gonna be slower than the absolute top speeds, but in everything else it's gonna mug everyone, you know? Well, even here, I'm mugging everyone despite these supposedly being opponents that could easily beat me. And I'm doing it on a highway. Yeah, maybe the updates can wait. The upgrades, I mean. Nothing stock. I don't know what that means, but sure. Pro parts shop. Oh, there it is. You know, I was actually talking about the level 3 upgrades, so now you officially get them. So if I ever need more top speed, that's how you do it. Like basically engine, I don't know if turbo, no, turbo only gives you acceleration, but yeah, drivetrain is the only one that seems to give you top speed, and that's it, essentially. Like it's top speed and engine, so essentially this thing seems that it won't even reach the halfway point of top speed. So maybe at some point in the game this won't really be viable, but at least for the time being this thing is way more than viable, even without even being close to having all of the upgrades. It only has a handful, you know? Like, what else do we have? Any master event perhaps? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, a lot of these sprints that are like in the middle of nowhere. Let me do, for example, this one here. Gold Coast to Diamond. It seems that there are a lot of coast to coast events, right? And they seem to mostly go through highways apparently. So on this one, doesn't seem like we have any tier 1 car. Like these are at most tier 2, it seems. Well, at the same time, it seems that the Ford GT might be the only exception in regular events of a car that is tier 1. Everyone else just doesn't seem to bring a tier 1 at all. Now, I do wonder why beating that previous event gave me access to pro parts, because it's not like I level up, and it also wasn't a master event or a story event, so maybe it's just that you need to dominate a certain amount of events, and with that you automatically, you know, get the upgrades, basically. Oh, the police? Well, it's behind me. Should be fine. Well, should be fine as long as I'm faster than them. And there is not one spawning from in front of me, right? They tried to approach, but they are still pretty far behind. So yeah, good luck with that, I guess. Oh, are they rubber banding? Because I mean, you see them teleporting in the radar, but that's because the radar detects them getting closer and closer, and it doesn't track their live movement, right? But I wonder if they are actually rubber banding to do that. Okay, well, it doesn't matter because I won. Oh, and it wasn't a domination, man. The domination times are so stupidly random. Like, they really are. So I think something that I'm gonna do is, like, I'm gonna keep going until the next story event. Like, whenever the next story event shows up, I'm gonna do that one until no more story events remain for the time being, and then I'm gonna call it for today. That's gonna be the plan. Well, I hope that the next story event doesn't show up in an hour, you know? That wouldn't be part of the plan, you know? Like, I'm assuming that the next event will show up in at most 20 minutes, right? But hey, you never know. It's what I say, like, differently from Most Wanted here, you never know exactly when the next story event is gonna show up. So yeah. Whenever it happens, I'll do it, and then we will continue some other time. I think in the next stream, if I install every upgrade, I'm gonna also try installing visual changes so I make it look different. Well, not to mention the hit level being at 5 is not good. I don't know if the hit level though is maintained between sessions. Like, if I close the game and I open it again, is the hit level gonna be at 5 or is it gonna reset? Because I know that the hit level depends on the car, but this car for some reason suddenly went back to hit level 1 despite me not making any visual change, so I don't know if it was related to me like having the game crash, so that means that the session of course gets lost, but yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna be. Would have been nice if in Need for Speed Carbon I was like, I could have had the Mazda MX-8 actually compete against all of the fast cars, though. If anything, that just talks about the fact that Carbon had a well-implemented tier system, and of course you could be of the opinion that like Need for Speed shouldn't have tiers, right? But at the same time, I don't think it was badly done there. What I can definitely tell you is that it's very badly done here if a tier 4 can do what this car is doing. And conversely, the tier 3s are so fucking dog shit, you know? So yeah, there's something odd with that. Okay. You dominated. Oh, okay, this should bring the next story event. Yeah.
You're a hell of a wheelman. Impressive. So, very important contract has just landed in my lap. And you may be the only driver who can handle it. The client wants 6 very specific cars. And the catch is, they want to ship them out in the next boat. So we've got 48 hours, or all bets are off.
That's my gig.
Shut up, Nickel. Rose here will fill you in on the details.
You want 6 cars?
Port Crescent, home of one of the largest ports in the world. You'll find my cars here. Watch yourself. Don't attract any heat.
So does that mean 6 missions or what?
Now, time is running out. If we don't get a lead on that shipment, the trail will go cold.
Okay. Wait, well, yeah, if you let me... Wait, dual? What you mean dual? Didn't you say shipment? Wait, there are so many... Holy fuck, okay, hold up. There are 4 shop missions available right now. Dual, Hunted, Rocket Ride, and Light Speed. Well, I guess these are all about stealing the car, so didn't it say seats? Shouldn't there be seats? Well, maybe the other 2 will appear later, I guess. Though, are we talking about those typical events where you have to shake off the police? Will you not do those, please? Would rather not. I got the Corvette, okay. Unfortunately, it seems that it will be those type of events.
Serious bad guys, and they're gonna come after you. Watch your back.
So here, the ones that are chasing me are not police officers, like they are like another, you know, one of these thugs, right? But I mean, as long as it's those, it shouldn't be a problem. Not to mention, there is not even a time limit for this, surprisingly. One of them was having a... No, one of them is having a seizure down there. Okay, well, sure. Also, this car drives extremely well. Ah, that's a shame. Like, this car, aside from being extremely fast, has some very good handling. I guess the... No, that sucks. Well, okay, you couldn't have escaped these guys here because they come from the place you're intended to go.
Listen, we need this vehicle intact. Be careful with it.
Well, I cannot promise the vehicle being intact, unfortunately.
We'll give you cover.
I don't know why you say because I was talking over you. It was probably nothing important. So do these guys just are born in trees or what? Get on, bitch. Oh shit. Hey, does this count as intact?
Dispatch, can you give me more info on that vehicle?
I'm not an expert. Ooh, I'm glad that I figured out I was supposed to go to the left. Also, how far is this fucking garage, dude?
Smash it up, boy.
I gotta be careful because I'm gonna end up demolishing the car. I was joking about being intact, but this is not just not gonna be intact, but also gonna be, well, destroyed. As long as the police doesn't show up, though, I don't think it should matter. Hey, I don't know, what am I doing here? An intercontinental delivery or what? How could you be so far? Holy shit. Okay, there it is.
Those gangsters are furious. Mission accomplished.
Keys to the city. Okay. Well. So yeah, here are the other ones. Rocket Ride was another one of those shop events, okay. Well, if it's only going from point A to point B and the police is not involved, it's not gonna be a problem, obviously. So yeah, if that's the case, I don't mind. Oh, the McLaren F1, nice. Such a beautiful car. To the casino.
There's a security tracking device inside. We've got only a few minutes before it activates, so move.
What you mean get it to the casino? Okay, that sounds like the police. So yeah, unfortunately here we have to deal with the police. And that wasn't a good way to shake them off, actually. Oh, and that's a Rhino unit, by the way.
Okay, all districts got a vehicle attendant to evade police. Be advised that driver is real aggressive. Moving us over to channel 3.
Listen, we need this vehicle intact. Be careful with it. Road is blocked up.
Damn, I keep picking the wrong direction. How do I do it? Ouch. Well, ironically, despite how hard that hit was, it wasn't even close to do any substantial damage. The car damage here, I don't know what formula they are using, but it's not a very good formula, let me tell you that. Can I get a tunnel? There doesn't seem like there are even that many tunnels in this game, you know?
Dispatch, we got a bad hit on a traffic car. Get EMS rolling, send it 20. All units be advised, we got a roadblock ahead of them.
Yeah, so far, at least for what I'm seeing, the roadblocks don't have spike strips, despite this being very well on hit level 5, so... Wow, nice. That was pretty cool, I gotta say. So it seems that the Rhino units are not fooling around here.
He's on the wrong side of the road. Repeat, he's over on the left-hand side.
Yeah, well, you got a problem with that.
This maniac is causing a lot of damage. It might be safer to let him go. Chase units be advised.
Yeah, I agree, it will be safer to let me go, so how about you let me go?
Start position and stand by.
Dispatch, we got a real situation out here. Request more units ASAP.
Roger. Okay. Got you some more ground units. They're heading up now.
Yeah, okay. One more units. You probably need more skill though. Right, so I took down a lot with that,
Got that overpass support.
not all of them.
Roger that. We'll get EMS out to you right away.
And as long as they are not all taken down, it's not gonna matter much.
Just knocked everyone else out.
Oh, you're going the wrong way, boy. This might be an escape, and I'm actually heading to the casino as well, so...
Was last seen moving east on Malcolm Street. Squadron to be set up around the area. Call still be handled on channel 2, please.
I'll take this hideout. The problem is that...
Your GPS system should be showing the drop-off point. Head over there.
Am I close to the drop-off point, though?
We need to disable that tracking device.
I might not be.
Whoever this guy is, he's not here. We gotta relocate this.
Oh no, it is there.
Dispatch, please.
Wait, this doesn't look like... Oh, never mind. It says casino very big up there. Okay. Yeah, that... I'm surprised I did it on the first try, but I guess I did. Lightspeed is another one of the shops, and then there's only one more remaining, well, for now, because if he did say 6 cars, there should be 2 more later, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Could be. Oh, it's the Bugatti. Damn. So we're really going for the top cars here, huh?
Nice driving, dog. Things are about to heat up, though. Keep on your toes.
Start driving. We're on a schedule here.
Oh, and this one even has a nitro incorporated. Though, this Bugatti seems very bad to drive. Like, I can tell you right now that it does not have good handling whatsoever. The acceleration is also not very good at all either. It's a very underwhelming car to drive. Ah, shame about the helicopter there.
Just let you guys know we're not really equipped for an extended pursuit. Won't be able to stay with you very much longer. Affirmative,
Well, then again, the delivery point is pretty far anyway, so...
The clock is ticking here. Pick it up.
turn north.
Oops. Game crash. And it really likes doing this randomly, huh? Cool. Yeah, the game crashed right there. Damn it. Alright. I mean, I don't want to end the stream like that, so let me... let me do it again. Yesterday it also crashed, so it seems that the emulation is not particularly very stable. Well, it's stable enough to last for a long time without crashing, I guess, but it did crash. Well, it crashed at the same time that I actually crashed against the roadblock. So it seems that it might not be a big fan of, well, I don't know about what, because last time it crashed in a completely different situation, so I don't think it's about like the camera slowing down or anything like that. It's just random. I hope it did remember the other one, because that casino one was hard. Let me see. It did remember it. Well, instead of doing Lightspeed, let's do this one that says Hunted. Hunted, not Hunter. They are two different words. This one is about hunting. Yeah. Oh wait, do I have to crash someone? Oh no, they are hunting me, I'm the prey. And I have a Ford GT, so I think all of these cars are meant to be the tier 1s. Then, so we are stealing all these tier 1s. Alright, so Chow Wu is supposed to be like the guy that called on the phone and was threatening the detective, right? I think. So he's supposed to be the big bad guy. I don't know, it's just that, I mean, I thought that Hector was the big bad guy, but he wasn't. So I don't know if I'm also gonna get baited by this guy too. Well, I don't find an issue to get rid of these guys, but... Oh wow. Yeah, the problem here is that you cannot deliver the car unless you get rid of them. Like, it's not enough to be far off from them, I guess. Though, isn't that a little bit fucked up? I'm supposed to deliver the car in good conditions, but that in itself wouldn't be very possible to do if I use it to crash these cars. Alright, well, whatever. Oh, that one is already taken out? Or is it? Well, it still appears in the map, but apparently I did take him out. Okay. Yeah, they are both taken out. Well, shame that the car took a little bit of damage, but I don't think you mind, right? Yeah. So there's only that light speed thingy remaining that is not being selected now, but the problem is that that one might actually be hard since it involves a police chase. I just hope it doesn't last a very long time, but it could, I guess. We will see. Come on. Load it up. What car was this one, by the way? The Bugatti. Yeah, that's the issue. That it didn't have very good handling at all. Okay.
Good, you got the wheels. Get over here, pronto. We got a custom nitrous rig with some real juice.
They give you 5 minutes to get there. It's not a bad amount, but... Kinda wanna see if I can take a detour and still make it there with the police not spotting me. I don't think that's a possibility. Like, I think in these events they are made so the police, no matter what, it spots you. Yeah, like you are not dodging that helicopter, you know. It's not possible to do this without the cops. So I hope this time at least the... Fuck. The game doesn't crash. Would be nice. Well, I say the game, but in reality it's the emulator, the one that's crashing. Alright, well, someone got fucked. Cool. I don't really care though. As long as that helicopter is following me, doesn't matter how many of these get taken out, you know. At least it seems that the objective is far enough that by the time that these guys, or rather by the time you reach there, these guys already got bored of you. You know, another helicopter. Oh wow, those Rhino units having some very weird movements there. What the hell? Yeah, the handling of this car is absolutely terrible. Like, if I wanted to get a tier 1 and I wasted my money on this shit, I will be very pissed off. Like, I mean, my Lotus is better than this car, you know? Like, on its current state, my Lotus is way better than this shit. So yeah, pretty cool. Oh, an actual tunnel, finally. Though the helicopter will probably wait at the other side. Wait, what's that? Really? What? The fuck sort of GPS is that? Want me to go through a small alley? Okay, that's the objective, but until the helicopter doesn't stop being a bitch, I cannot do anything. I could go back to the tunnel and try staying there, but at that point the problem are the other guys following me. Now, where was the tunnel though? I mean, it was around here, but was in a specific spot. This one, okay. Yeah, the helicopter might not see you, but the other guys will. Yeah, like, there's nothing you can do. Okay, I took that guy out though, and the helicopter kinda stopped following me, so this is a chance. Yeah, this is a chance. I'm gonna take the hideout and should have enough time to reach the objective as well. Yeah.
Good stuff. You lost the cops.
I did lose the cops. Not with that much time remaining, but with enough to win. Got him. 5-finger discount? Damn. Don't know what that means. Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how we get things done.
Our South American friends will be very pleased.
We're in. This is the lead we've been waiting for. GMAC's team is obviously involved in international smuggling and probably was involved with stealing the shipment from Port Crescent. Now, we need to find that shipment. Stay focused and we can bring this whole operation down.
Man's gotta take care of his friends. Pick one. It's yours.
Listen to me. Stay on target or you're gonna get hurt.
Where did he get the other 2 cars? I only deliver... Oh, and I can pick whichever one. No, these are different cars. Well, that's weird. Like, none of these are the ones I took. Okay. Which one will I take? Well, certainly not the Shelby. I don't want the Aston Martin either. I mean, it's not just stat-wise, but also in terms of preference, it will be one of these two. Not sure which one it will be. I guess since in Carbon I didn't get the 911, I got the Porsche Cayman. Though theoretically in the previous in Pro Street I picked the Murcielago and not the Gallardo, but... I think I'll go for the Porsche. It also seems like it will be easier to drive just looking at the shape, so I'm gonna pick it. Also, how is it going, Metits? Yeah, this game has cutscenes everywhere. That being said, hold up. As cool as this car is, I'm still gonna stick to the Lotus, obviously. Like, I'm not even gonna think it twice. But yeah. It seems that those are all the story events, right, that are available. Yeah, I guess we can close it out with a regular one just because. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, let's close it out with a regular event like this one, for example. This game has a lot of cutscenes that are pretty cool. I mean, I have trouble hearing what they say, unfortunately, but yeah. For some reason they did not invent subtitles yet. Because yeah, the subtitles have not been a thing in a single Need for Speed game so far, so... The first Need for Speed game that actually has subtitles, dude, like, that's gonna give me so many points to like that game. Simply for being the first one to implement fucking subtitles. Like, whichever one that is, I will hold a special place in my heart for it. Also, by the way, I was out to end the stream. So yeah. But yeah, don't worry about it. I'll do this one more race. You know? But yeah, after this, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna leave whatever is remaining for the next day. Well, whatever is remaining, there's quite a bit remaining, you know. Yeah, let me just do this event and then I'll finish. I probably shouldn't have picked a circuit now that I think about it, because it's probably gonna be long, especially if it's 3 laps. Well, not like I could have known that before entering. Well, I actually could have known that. I think it says if you enter in the detail, but yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't bother. Well, and despite this race having the Ford GT as an opponent, I'm still remaining ahead by quite a bit. I guess it's because it's one of those races that has a lot of corners, so the Lotus does super well in here. The Lotus is insane, dude. Like, it's by far the most outrageous thing in the game. The fact that a tier 4 car is able to humiliate like the supposedly top tier cars. It's just insane how good it is. To the point that it really makes me wonder if it's bugged. Like, maybe the game is bugged and this car is performing a lot better than it should. I don't know, but it's just insane how good it is. It's actually out of this world. Also, by the way, have you had any news of the demo of your game methods, or are they still reviewing it? The demo is out. Oh, I see. And what is the name of the demo? Well, of the demo, of the game. Because if whenever I beat this game there is enough time remaining, I could play it. It's called Torion. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna remember the name, but I'll try. And since when is it out? Because you know that I could have played it 2 days ago. When I beat Shantae, I had time remaining. But not like it matters now, because that already happened. But yeah, I guess then the next possible time to play it for me will be when I beat this game. Because I don't think I'm gonna go for... Well, I don't think, no. I probably should say I'm not gonna go for 100% in this game, because it will be a pain in the ass. And I don't think the game deserves it either, so... yeah, I'm most likely just gonna finish it whenever I release it 2 days ago. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I guess if you... If you were not gonna be there, I guess it will also be the same as nothing, right? Yeah. Well, I'll see. Then again, whenever I play it, the idea will be to... like... So here's how I do things usually when I finish a game early in the stream and I play something else afterwards. I basically cut the original stream video to remove everything that is not of the game that I played first. But if it's something that I want to upload later, I upload it as a separate video. So in this case, what I will do is I will upload the demo as a separate video. So yeah, there will be that. I mean, you will see it regardless, you know. Wait, am I gonna lose the race right at the end? That will be humiliating. Oh, and I took the wrong side. I might actually lose it. Yeah, and it's the Ford GT, the one that is here. Okay, that's fine. No, don't worry about it. You're worrying too much. Don't worry. You're not losing this race. Yeah, come on, you know you're not gonna lose it. There you go, see? No problem, all those worries and for nothing. You win, obviously you win. You didn't dominate though, but I guess that's expected. Alright. So I think that we're fine with that. Wait, and I just realized the hit level is back to 2, so maybe changing chapter makes your hit level go down? I don't know, could be. It takes like 30-60 minutes depending on how good you are, or less if you rage quit. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, I guess if you don't make it to the stream, you will see the video later anyway, so yeah. And again, I don't know what stream it's gonna be because I don't know how long this game is gonna be, so I don't know what's the stream where I'm gonna beat it. But yeah, all I know is that for now, I'm gonna be done. So yeah, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with more of this game. So have a good one and take care.